What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be and welcome back to Illusion Connect. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at this brand new event called the Endless Truth. And I must say, so far here in 2021, this is my favorite event in a hero collector. 16 days in and I'm already crowning a winner. So let's go ahead and jump on in. We'll talk a little bit more about it, but what makes this event so good to me? Now, let's be clear. At the very end of the day, it follows a very familiar trope that we see in almost every hero collector, right? You defeat stages, you grind those stages are gonna drop a currency, you then use that currency in a shop to buy yourself some goodies. Now this event is pretty much exactly like that. However, it's all about this brand new character, Charlotte, and Charlotte is a detective. So the entire event has this really cool detective theme down to the soundtrack. The soundtrack is amazing, and the way you buy things out of the shop. Now this is probably the most mundane thing you'll do in any game, is like using currency to buy things out of the shop. But here's the cool thing, right? So the whole detective vibe also translates into the very best prices to buy things out of the shop in, right? Now, the very first time you open the shop, everything is available and everything is on quote unquote a sale. However, there are ways to get a better value on the things inside the shop, and that comes down to the clues. So as you defeat the stages inside the event, every single time you defeat an Eileen, she's gonna drop one of these clues. And these little puzzle pieces will give you clues on when the very best time is to buy things out of the shop for the very lowest prices. Now, I think that's cool. I think that's super creative. Now, that's something they did not have to do at all, but I think, you know, taking an extra step to kind of get us immersed into this whole detective vibe, I think was very cool and very creative. So you definitely want to pay attention to these clues to get the very best value out of things out of the shop. Like this one, for example, let me tell you a secret. Gold has no value anymore. The price of gold in the exchange will keep going down. So basically that clue tells you that you want to wait until the very last day before you buy gold out of the exchange. Now, if you want to do this on your own and kind of uncover the secrets by yourself, definitely feel free to do that. At the end of the day, we play these games to have fun. So you know what? Have fun, do you. But I'll also link the Reddit post in the description of this video. If you just want to go to the Reddit post and get all the correct answers, you can absolutely do that. But one little quick spoiler right off the bat, you need to buy these select tickets ASAP. So get in here and buy the select tickets as fast as you possibly can, my friend, and the diamonds right below it, all right? Spoiler over. So if you wanna, do this on your own, check out the clues, try to put it together, I think that's actually pretty awesome. So very cool event. Like I said, my favorite event in 2021. I like the additional steps of the effort here. So let's go ahead and do a few summons on this brand new banner. So here she is, Charlotte, Ultimate Deduction, Lock-On Murderer. Now, I just got done playing Hades, so this to me is actually really, really cool. So, no one dares to commit a crime in front of Charlotte. When an allied spirit dies while Charlotte is present, the killer is marked as a murderer, and Charlotte restores 600 rage. So she absolutely cannot stand to see a murder take place, and she gets very, very upset when it happens. So her unique is called Last Bow. Charlotte's deduction hits the murderer, dealing 200% damage to all enemies and ×2 to all murderers. So this is definitely going to be one of those characters that you want to really kind of beef up, maybe stack her with a bunch of HP so she kind of sits on the board for as long as possible. Maybe run with characters like Kasumi and Jimmy, characters that are, guaranteed to die and die fast. That way you can get your Charlotte really upset and like dropping the bows on people, right? So the next one up is her special called Sign of 4. This deals 165% attack damage to 2 enemies on the same row, and then that is just her basic attack. So I really like this character's design and the commitment to her theme. Like that to me is super awesome. Like they took this whole detective theme and they took it to the next level with her event, with her kit, the way her kit interacts with other enemies and allies. Very, very cool. I like it a lot. However, let's talk about Illusion Connect, my friend, as we're kind of going through here. There is a lot of kind of, discontent and rumbling when it comes to, players on Reddit and Discord. There's a lot of players that are a little unhappy with the way Global seems to be treated as a second-class citizen compared to the other game versions, which at the end of the day, I talk about this in so many games. We're about to get that double pulsate, the guaranteed SSR. Will it be Charlotte? I hope so. I talk talk about this in almost every game that I play, and ooh, very nice. I am Charlotte, sorry, ordinary cases don't interest me much. If you don't mind, I will take it from here. Very, very awesome, here we go. I talk about this in almost every hero collector that I play that has a global audience, but the main game is in another region. You gotta have a community manager for your global audience, because a lot of these issues get worse and worse and worse because there is zero communication with the global audience. So right now, there's so many people that are upset. They see, the Korean banners have such and such characters, and then they get to global and those characters aren't the same. They're worse characters, or they're characters that we already have tons of other events and tons of other shards of those characters already from the previous events. Why we get more, right? Or when they see the game has an issue that affects everybody evenly, why does the global audience get worse compensation? Like things like that need to be handled by a community manager that speaks fluent English, right? That can tackle those issues, either through a YouTuber or on Reddit directly, or, in the Discord, things like that. Like those are the things that a community manager is supposed to be handling. And I don't understand why these companies that make multiple millions of dollars, don't get it twisted. Illusion Connect is very successful. They could absolutely take a pittance of those millions of dollars that they make worldwide and hire a community manager 50 to 100K a year. That money, I guarantee you, will be returned to you tenfold. I guarantee a community manager will save you so much potential income of keeping the player base feeling like they know what's going on, or they feel like they're being heard, right? And once again, this is another example of a game that just completely, don't care. They just don't care. I don't know why. Do they not like money? Because this is an investment, my friend. It's an investment in your game to have communication with your player base. And Illusion Connect, for whatever reason, just doesn't want to do it. There's only going to be so many strikes that people are going to accept, right? A lot of people were very put off with that big old New Year's pack, but a lot of people kind of like, all right, well, fine. But with the compensation, with the banners, with the X99 banners, things are starting to stack up, right? And those things stack up to other things in the game at its core. So what do I mean by that? I mean that, right now, in my opinion, this is just my personal opinion, I feel like Illusion Connect, outside of this really well done event, is getting a little stale. I feel like a lot of the gameplay modes in the game are not very fun. So then you start having this ripple effect, right? You have this group of players that are pretty upset with the general direction that the publisher seems to be pushing the game in, with the compensation and with the banners. And then that sentiment starts to permeate the rest of your game. So let me give you a really dumb analogy to kind of show you what I'm talking about. So imagine you have this car, and this car continually leaves you on the side of the road stranded all the time. What do you start doing? You start being upset about other things that the car has, right? Like the car breaks down so much, you start saying things like, man, I hate the fact that this car's color is blue. I wish it was green. I always hated the AC in this car. It never blew cold enough. These seats are so uncomfortable. That's what's starting to happen in Illusion Connect. People are upset with the way the publisher is treating them. They're starting to show that, and that is starting to present itself as burnout on the game itself, right? They feel like they're being mistreated by the publisher, so then they start saying, you know what? I'm not really having fun, am I? Like, do I really like this game? When I log in, is this something that I want to do every day? Like, that happens because you don't take care of your player base, right? And to give you a complete flip side example, think about Exo's Heroes for a second. That's a game that I play that I think has, a big issue when it comes to content, but a lot of people stick with Exo's Heroes because they feel like, even though that game does not have a community manager either, they feel like they're being heard because the director's notes that come out on that game are so detailed, and the director makes those director's notes kind of like a conversation piece where he talks about why he's making the change, what he saw the community say. So we feel like we kind of have a voice, even though we don't have a community manager. We still feel like, they hear our concerns and they're doing kind of the right things, right? So it makes you more likely to stick with the game through its down periods. That's what that does. Communication makes players stick with your game through the down periods. And that's something that Illusion Connect is struggling with because, like I said, and this is just my opinion, no one else's, I feel like the game is it's a little dry right now. It's a little stale. There's a lot of gameplay modes in the game right now that I think need to be tweaked or need to be refined or need to be removed. I am going to talk about every single one of those because I feel like it's about due for us to make a state of the game for Illusion Connect, exactly like I did with Exo's Heroes. I'm going to do the same exact thing here with Illusion Connect, and we'll basically go through every single aspect of the game. Now, I don't want to do that right now, right away. I want to wait until at least after the 23rd, because that's when the brand new Dream Tower, I think it's called, is coming out. So I want to kind of see what that is, because one of my biggest complaints, one of my personal complaints, is the content of the game. I just want to see, you know, Miracle was great, and that's really all I have. So I want to see, it being called a tower doesn't give me a lot of faith in what is inevitably is going to end up being, but I still want to give it that chance. So look for my state of the game for Illusion Connect to come out, like I said, a little bit after the 23rd. But hey, with all that being said, I still absolutely love this event that came out. Very cool, very creative. I think the character designs in Illusion Connect are really good. This game single-handedly made me kind of sort of not be as against as I normally am most of the time against chibi models. Right, so chibi, oh, don't you dare, Ray-Bay. So I'm not as against chibi models as I used to be, literally single-handedly thanks to Illusion Connect. Like, thanks to Illusion Connect, I accept it a little bit more. But that's that. So that is the event. Nice little summon session. I need to find myself a few more summon tickets, because I was just thinking that I did not hit the 70. I need 3 more summon tickets, limited summon tickets, so I can hit that 70 to get my guaranteed again, I think, if I was doing the math correctly. But that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, my name is FG3000. I thank you a ton for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Got some more Eileen's here. I do like her a lot, dude. She's like a really cool character. And I did just get some dust. I think I'm going to use the dust on Yum Yum Yumme, though. So we'll use the dust here. 6,000 is quite a bit, but we'll go ahead and use that. Very, very nice. Dude, this puts me in a bad position because I don't need. So when it comes to Hersey getting awakened, right? I'm pretty much there. All I need to do is just chill and do my guild contribution. So I don't need to get any more Hersey shards. It would just be a waste. And I don't want any hairy waifu, and I don't want... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go hairy waifu. One day she's going to be buffed. She's not. She's not. So that does not leave me with enough dust to finish this off, does it? Not even... Well, pretty close. Let's just hope they never... Well, I shouldn't say that, because maybe that's a good thing for the game, but if they ever do an awakened SR unit, I'm going to be screwed. I'm totally be screwed. They bet not. So we'll do that in a little bit for her. All right. So that is that, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Once again, my name is FG3000. Of course, let me know what you feel about the game overall in the comment section below. Are you having a good time? Are you in for the long haul? Is this going to be a game that you see yourself playing this time next year? Is it going to be one of those games you're going to be around for the 1-year anniversary? Let me know. That's the question I want to know. Do you feel like you will be around for the 1-year anniversary of Illusion Connect? That's what I want to know. And I'll see you, next event, next banner, and of course the state of the game once that hits, my friends. Ooh, nice shield. So this will definitely keep her a little bit more alive to see the murders happen, which is kind of sad. Like I want to make sure you see your friends die around you, Charlotte. But she's pretty cool. I do really like this character. That's one of the issues with Illusion Connect though right now, is that we only got 10 slots. All these characters keep coming out, and there's only so many, all these characters are really, really good. Where do you make room for the other characters, which makes the Miracle gameplay mode even better in my opinion. But yeah, so we'll talk about that in the state of game. I'm out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.